Hi all, welcome to a classic. This is Rygar. Sorry, I just couldn't resist that. Yeah, so this game, man, I tell you, it brings back very fond memories. Let's put it that way. I used to have it on both the Spectrum and the C64, and yeah, there's just a nice vibe about this one. I don't know what it is. It's not too fast and furious, and it's quite satisfying when you get to the end of the levels. I can't say I got that far on it, or was that good on it as such, but I found it very pleasurable, you know. So, as always, I haven't played it on the Amstrad, so I'm always going in blind with the Amstrad versions, which adds a little bit of enjoyment for me, to be honest. Never know what to expect, you know. Nothing wrong with that, is there? Right, joystick. So, always nice to hear sound. Always very... it's always a nice surprise, put it that way. Whether there'll be any more surprises, we'll see. So the vibe I'm getting so far is that it's a little slower, but personally I don't think that's a big deal, because it's relatively slow anyway, which I think is a good thing. Because I can remember, you know, I can remember it just being like a nice pace. It's not all about speed, is it? Very interesting bad guys on this one. Oh dear. Very interesting bad guys. You know, different types of monsters or whatever they are. And you can kind of jump on them Mario style. Or there's a couple of different moves you can make with the weapon that you have. This thing. It's like a ball with spikes on. I'm not sure if that's what it is. Probably is. Something like that. So yeah, the pace, it enables you to kind of, you know, make progress. Gives you a bit more warning what's coming. So there's less frustration, and I think the whole thing was just a bit more pleasurable. I know on the other two versions you could swing the weapon around. I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. Swing it around. Kind of have to hold up while you're firing. A lot of colour on this. I don't think the Amstrad really failed when it comes to colour. You know, there's always colour. This wasn't always sound. I can remember back in the day, you know, just yeah, playing this before I went to school. That's the main memory I have of it. Yeah, and when I had the ZX Spectrum, I was kind of ready to try something else, and I was wondering, you know, should I get an Amstrad or the C64? Obviously I went with the C64. I remember looking in the catalogue and thinking, oh, you know, that Amstrad looks so nice, doesn't it? I was looking at the, is it the C128 version? The one with the grey keys and the darker grey case. I think it was a disc drive on the side, as opposed to a cassette player. I think that one was just a little bit too expensive, if I'm remembering right. But obviously, the C64 was just much more common, so, you know, all your mates would be going, don't get the Amstrad. Well, you know, we can swap games if you get the 64, you know. I suppose they had a point. Oh, just froze. Rygar froze then. He was like, you know, the fight or flight, but he had the freeze response, you know. Ooh. Ooh. So, you know what? I'm liking this a lot. I'm liking it. As a Rygar port, this is pretty darn good, I would say. No complaints at all. Let's face it, I mean, you know, they all got it wrong with some games, didn't they? They all did, you know. none of them were without sin, you know? So I can't really cast any stones at any of them, really. Apart from that guy who just killed me. So yeah, you know what? I'm definitely liking this. Definitely liking it. Didn't have a chance to read that then. A bit fast. Shouldn't assume I'm that fast of a reader. Right, we'll stop talking so much now and actually give it a proper go. I'm feeling a little bit more patient today. Ah, you see. That was annoying. Pretty good sound effects as well, to be fair. There's a very clear distinction on the Amstrad between the left and right channel, isn't there? Very, very clear. You know, they're proper pan to the right and left. I've been noticing that lately. Whereas the other two were kind of mixed a bit more centrally, I think. I'm pretending to know what I'm on about. I actually haven't got a clue what I'm on about, but it just sounds very left and right. This game less so, but most of the games definitely. Let's fight. Can't we just have a cup of tea and talk about it instead, you know? Ah, where will be the fun in that? Let's have a scrap. Oh! 3 of them in a row then. Ooh. Oh, crying out loud. That was close. No, I think I actually prefer this on the 8-bits than I do on the arcade, to be honest. I played it on the arcade on main the other day, and I thought, you know what, I prefer that on the 8-bits than on this. Don't know why. Maybe it's just lacking the atmosphere. You know, like sometimes it just had an atmosphere. I think this definitely has an atmosphere, this game. There's, you know, something quite unique about it. They've got that kind of, the tune right as well, haven't they? The music goes well. The kind of theme, you know, like set in the olden days, goes well. And it all just... Then you got, like, you know, the landscape. I know it's a little crude, you know. But the whole thing does succeed, I think, on creating an atmosphere. I had no chance there. Well, do you know what? I'm not going to lie. I think that was absolutely superb on the Amstrad. But, you know, true to fashion, I'm going to hop over to the Spectrum now. And, yeah, play that one. See you in a second. Right, here we are. Let's revisit this. It's been a while. 4.5 billion years have passed since the Earth's creation. Many Say, just give you a chance. Come on. It's assuming I'm far too clever. So, wow, yeah. See, this without the music. I can remember it kind of, you know, just before you go into school, you know, you probably don't want that playing, do you? You know what I mean? And it just worked at that time of day, and I find it very memorable in that respect, you know. A little bit more brightness to it as well. But as I'm recalling now, I think the C64 had the most atmosphere. We'll find out in a minute. But I think this was my preferred port of it, to be honest with you. I think it was. I'm not sure why, but it was. But just the right balance, you know. Controls are quite easy, and the speed is a little bit better as well. I mean, the Amstrad was a little slow, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not dissing it. But it was a little slow. This is a little faster. But, you know, you're kind of sacrificing the music, which is just alright. I can live with that. It's not all about one thing, is it, you know? It's a combination. Great stuff. It's kind of chill, this version is. It's, you know, it's relaxing. I don't know. What am I on about, relaxing? Surely if you want to relax, you have a hot bath or something, don't you? I'll play Rygar. Come on. Right, here we go. Those things always come in threes, have you noticed? Oh! Yes. Pretty kick-ass at this, if I do say so myself. Oh! Well, it was, until that happened. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Right, okay. Less of the flipping arrogance now. Let's go into this with a little bit of humble pie and try again. $4.5 billion years have passed since the Earth's creation. Many denominators have ruled it in all their glory, but the time of the greatest enemy and its defeat to the reign of now don't. See what I mean? No chance. I mean, I just simply haven't got the articulation to read that fast. You know, I'm from the West Midlands in the UK. It's not a place to be talking quick, trust me. I always thought those flying, they look like donuts or something, like flying donuts. Never actually knew what they were. Like I say, very novel monsters in this. Very novel. Somebody was obviously there with a big drawing pad, just thinking, right, you know, what new novel monsters can I create for Rygar? You got some kind of mole with big claws. You got like a hog. Looks like a hog or something. Yeah, I always thought they evolved a little later in, you know, evolutionary history. But you know, who am I to know these things? I don't know. I weren't there, so. I think this game runs on the concept of creation anyway. A created universe. So, you know, check me out getting all deep. Personally, I'm open-minded, you know. Maybe a combination. Who's to say there isn't a combination of creation and evolution? Who's to say? Only fools rush in, guys. Only fools say yes or no, or claim to know things. Nowhere in the Bible does it say evolution does not exist, you know. Those 7 days could have been 7 billion years for all we know. man, those triple lions are hard, very hard. Okay, one more go. Try and get to the second stage at least. Oh, okay. Didn't realise. Oh, can't delete now. Oops. Oh gosh. There you go. There you go. Get on with it. Okay. Flying donuts. Seen it all now. Oh! Oh no, come on. Oh dearie me. I'm getting worse as I go along. Yes, yes, get on with it. Oh, wow. I survived it for a change. Is that? Oh. I think I froze him or something. I've got a better weapon. I haven't even noticed. Oh, crying out loud, he just reversed. Oh, he just went the other direction when I went. Right, over to the C64. See you in a moment. $4.5 billion years have passed since the Earth's creation. Many dominators have ruled in all their glory, but time was their greatest enemy, and it defeated their reign, and now a new dominator's reign begins. Is it me, or was that like slightly bad grammar? I don't know. Stop judging. What's the matter here? At least it let me read it. Maybe my Brummy accent just didn't work with it. This is much more Fast and Furious, this one is. Kind of like it, but it's less chill than the Spectrum. And a little, well, a lot faster than the Amstrad. I would have to say it's the strongest of the three. Still really hard, as you would expect. The weapon works a little bit easier. And it definitely doesn't pay to talk and play at the same time. Oh, You can't really shoot while you're jumping because you stop jumping, if you know what I mean. Right, okay, here we go. Whatever, get on with it. Alright, and okay. Crying out loud. Oh, you pleb. Wow, really hard. Oh dear me. Oh, so close at all. Oh gosh. One more go. It'd be rude not to. Now I'm going to really concentrate. Concentrating! Oh, come on. Oh, you absolute... Oh, for crying out. I was doing really well for a minute. Oh, how many lives? 1 life left, okay. Gonna make this count. Whoa. What? Oh my gosh. Really tough this is. Oh, at least I made the jump. What the hell's that? Oh! Crying out loud! Oh! Oh! Oh, that was a seriously stressful moment right there. Oh, you fucking... Sorry. Apologise. Right, so there you have it. That's Rygar on the 3 8-bits. Cracking game. But I've got to go and walk the dog, so I'm going to have to knock it on the head there. So until the next one, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. If you got this far, I'm amazed. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Ta-ta a bit.